call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchdown. So LSU's offense has the ball first today. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. LSU quick to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Punts it out of the air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking for a huge play. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. They just keep firing. Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Mississippi State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I...
Catch inside the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Mississippi State going up tempo. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. The RPO, it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Toss to the left. Got room at the 35. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Got it in the middle, it's Hussein. Lots of running room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Trying play action. Fires on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Mississippi State right back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse. Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Tigers are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. Snags it. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Buffalo handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Western New York, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him one. And the Bulldogs heading quickly to the line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Wants to return it. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Offense lining up quickly.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Mississippi State, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for the responsive lines.
They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback all over the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Here we go. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback on the keeper. Showing off the arm. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Hussein. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun. Give on the inside. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure coming. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
It's such a nice play getting that sack, and I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire...
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to...
There he goes. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense is set him up. Touchdown, LSU! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. On first down from their own 22. To the ground with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Rides the back on the option to give.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Mississippi State, 14.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage.
Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off play action on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that That's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
14.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on second down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it on the read. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. Got a man in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far. Third quarter stats will show you. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Turning it on! Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great...
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Wants to go up top on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Finds a little space. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Off the RPO, complete.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Spins away from the defender. It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. 3rd down play from the gun. Gets it out fast. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the